So in this video I thought I'd do something perhaps a little bit different and take you with me. I would say on a typical day, but to be honest there are no typical days, especially at the moment, and I've never actually been one to have a typical day anyway. The past 2 years since I came back from working and studying abroad at a yoga ashram, I've split my time between here in Somerset and London, where I worked in a theatre and also as a yoga teacher. Sadly, the events of this year don't mix very well with live theatre, and as such that job that I had had for about 12 years now no longer exists. Therefore I'm back in Somerset full-time with my family, and I really wouldn't have it any other way. So this morning before going out, I did have a few moments to try and film some content, although I did get rather distracted as usual by how curly the back of my hair is in comparison to the front. But I did also manage to catch up with some people via Zoom, so that was really good. There was a point where I was thinking I wouldn't be able to do anything like start a YouTube channel until I'd moved and found the right place, but it's just procrastination. Whatever your circumstances, if there's something you want to do, you'll find a way to do it. Just do it. I've been vegetarian for most of my life. I've never liked eating meat. I remember as a child chucking it under the dinner table thinking that no one knew, but I mean, of course they did. For the past few years, I've been solely plant-based and also gluten-free. I realized recently that whilst I thought I was aging dramatically at a younger age, it was actually mainly due to a gluten intolerance, which would give me really bad aching joints and cause a lot of inflammation. So I'm now plant-based and gluten-free, which means I do a lot of my own cooking. One of the things I do make on a regular basis, which always goes down well and never lasts very long, is this banana oat cookie type thing. It's really good to just grab and go. It's nutritious and really easy to make. So all you want to do is take some bananas. These ones here aren't very ripe, but it doesn't really matter. It's kind of personal preference, but these are just the ones I got, so I used these. Take your bananas, mash them in a bowl, like you're creating some baby food. Now, you don't need to add milk, but I am adding some, I think it was oat milk here. This is purely just to make the mixture go further because these go so quickly in this house that I want to get as many as I can out of the batch. And also, I don't ever measure anything, so if you want measurements, you're not going to get them from me, I'm afraid. But you really cannot go wrong with this at all. And I also forgot to press record at possibly one of the most crucial points, but you know, nothing's complicated here. All you do is pour in some oats, add anything else that you would like. I added cinnamon, raisins and some chocolate, and mix it all together, and you should have a mixture that looks like this. And you'll think at this point, as I did when I first tried this as an experiment, it's not gonna stick together. It doesn't stick together at this point. Don't worry, it will. I absolutely promise you. And then all you have to do is put them in the oven and bake them, I think probably for 15 to 20 minutes. I don't know, I don't really time it. I'm not very helpful, I know, but you'll know, you'll be able to tell when they look ready. And like I said, you can't go wrong with this. It's all down to personal preference, really. So part of the reason I'm making these today is that we are going on a road trip. And whilst ordinarily I intermittent fast and have done for a long time, at the moment I know that both physically and emotionally I'm trying to sort of process something quite traumatic, and as such I can feel that my body kind of needs nourishment and sustenance in a slightly different way at the moment, and so for a road trip I'm going to want some snacks. So welcome to a beautiful rainy winter's day in England. My brother and I are on our way to a job. My beautiful and talented father, who sadly passed away a couple of months ago in a tragic accident, had his own business building and restoring church pipe organs. About 5 years ago, my brother joined him in this business and they became partners, so my brother is now running this business. So today we're on our way to somewhere I'm quite excited about to fix a fault with an organ. So it was about a 2-hour drive from where we live to here, which is the beautiful city of Oxford. We drove straight into the city centre and then proceeded to get very, very lost, ended up in completely the wrong place. Google Maps didn't do us many favors today, so we ended up having to head out of the city again just to come in on a different road to negotiate the one-way system so that we could actually get to where we were supposed to be. After a nice little tour of the city, we ended up where we were supposed to be, which is Jesus College. We stopped at the Porter's Lodge to pick up the most amazing keys I have ever seen. How cool is that? And then to actually get into the college grounds so that we could park, we had to go through this amazing little gate. It is literally hidden from the road. You would not know what was behind it, but you drive through it, having opened it, obviously. And it's like you step into another world. It's like you're in Harry Potter land. Fortunately, my brother, the smart ass, went to Cambridge, so he was quite familiar with the layout of all these quads and knew how to find the chapel, etc., etc. Otherwise, I would have honestly got completely lost. So I think that was less than 10 minutes. There's not much more I can say, really. It really was so beautiful and so quiet. There was hardly anyone else around. It really was quite special, just like stepping into another world, as I said before. And I feel so privileged to have had the opportunity to come into a place like this, which is ordinarily closed off to the public. So I think that's just about all for today. Let me know if you enjoyed anything at all about this video, and if so, remember to give it a thumbs up. Comment below and let me know what you enjoyed. Is there anything you'd like to know more about? Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell so that you don't miss any more of these uploads from me. So namaste for now. Much love to you all.